Hi guys, welcome to edition 25 of Ignition DVD.
25 editions, that's a quarter of a century, you know.
And still going strong.
So Andrew, what actually is lined up for this issue?
Well, we've got our usual mix of show, street and performance cars. We checked out the Toyo New South Wales Drift Series and Power Cruise 10.
And if you're wondering where we are at the Sydney Motor Show in Darling Harbour, and we get to take a sneak peek at some of the newest cars on the show later on.
Let's get into it.
Our first car is owned by the man behind Australia's most popular modified car forum.
That's right, NissanSylvia.com has been the largest automotive lifestyle website in Australia for the last 3 years, and its owner Loz has built this ballistic S14 as a project car for the site.
Then we see what happens when east meets west as we take a look at a Honda Accord that has been transformed into one of the coolest lowriders around.
When you own the biggest website dedicated to Sylvias in the world, you can rest assured that a stock standard Sylvia ain't gonna suit your image. Loz is the owner of Australia's largest automotive lifestyle-based forum website, NissanSylvia.com. So he needed a project car that would keep him at the front of the pack, and this S14.5 does the trick.
Hi, my name's Loz, I'm 26 years old, I'm the owner of NissanSylvia.com, and that's my 200. Well, I purchased the S14 Gen 2 off of my best friend. Basically, it was an auto, never had any work done to it, and proceeded to pretty much tear most of the stuff that it came with out of the car and just built it up. And given the huge parts surplus we've got on the website now with all our good sponsors, I mean, there's a huge shopping cart to choose from, you know, it's just whatever you need. The great thing is I talk to most of my sponsors fairly regularly, and they all advertise on the site. They've all advertised on the site originally, and yeah, I guess they've obviously heard about us because we're the biggest in Australia, but yeah, it's just grown from there. At the moment we're getting around 2 million hits a day roughly, so that's the big number. We've got about 32,000 members at the moment. It's just become huge, and a lot of people are shifting to online to chat about their cars, so it's really been good for us.
It wasn't all smooth sailing though, as the car has had its fair share of dramas before getting to where it is.
At Drift Australia, it managed to last 3 laps unfortunately before it ended up warping the block. The head gasket, the trust head gasket was fine, and yet the block warped, so that was unfortunate. Coolant ended up leaking into the oil, and we had to call it a day. And since then it's been through a full rebuild, but yeah, it's making more power than it ever has, especially with the big T67 on there now.
Loz couldn't really decide what he specifically wanted to use the car for, so it ended up becoming a bit of a jack of all trades. Well, it had to look good, so on went an S15 front end and a modified Vertex kit before it was painted in a custom gold pearl. A carbon bonnet and GT wing with 18-inch Volk GTCs keep it in style. Since it's a promo car for the website and sponsors, on went the custom graphics.
I'd say every time I drive I at least get 1 or 2 SMSs from somebody saying they saw me driving past, but yeah, I think a lot of the members have stayed through and watched the build-up process. They've seen all the good points and the bad points that I've gone through.
The interior is a bit of a mix, with black leather rear seats matching the Porsche GT2 front seats, but contrasting with the red carpet and Nardi steering wheel. A custom alloy dash panel was made up to hold the Defi gauges and other electronics. The in-car entertainment comprises of a JVC in-dash DVD player and DLS splits. With the car seeing track action, heavy subs were deemed unnecessary.
I started building it and didn't really have an aim towards it. I wanted to build something that looked good, obviously, and went hard and was generally good at everything, I think, and could be set up for whatever I wanted it to be. I think the main thing I wanted to get out there personally to do was just track days.
Other than looking good, the car had to go hard. Silvias have a reputation to keep. After engine dramas in the past, Loz now has a stock bottom end, matched to a lightly ported head with HKS cams. A trussed sump and an ASE radiator help keep the engine happy. Loz wanted usable power, so he went for the trussed TD06SH25G turbo kit with the smaller 8cm rear housing. It's mated to a Greddy intercooler kit and a large throttle body, then it dumps into a Blitz exhaust system. A Bosch pump feeds Nismo injectors and a SARD reg, while a Microtech computer controls the show, with a Greddy EO1 controlling the boost. It's drivable and responsive, but it still makes an easy 280 rear wheel kilowatts.
The T67 just gives you that extra leeway. I think it basically just you can still run on low boost, and it's fairly responsive. For a high mount, I'm surprised that it still comes on pretty hard.
Stock SR20 gearboxes aren't the strongest, so Loz installed a PPG dog engagement gear set. Its close ratio, combined with its lightning fast gear changes, means the car is very quick point to point. An extreme drift clutch gets the duty of transferring the power down to the Cusco one-way diff at the rear. Racer Industries provided the Project Mu brake upgrade, with massive 332mm rotors, calipers, pads, and braided lines. The coilovers are HSD items, and there's adjustable caster, camber, and tow rods. So that's pretty much all the bases covered. But do you think the project's finished? No way. We know projects never finish.
I think the things are to get it tuned properly, like completely, and so that it's making good power, and that we've got all the adjustments to be able to choose what we want there. To probably switch the suspension slightly to be more track, because it's set up for drift at the moment. And some new seats, R34 GDR seats.
Mainline Dynalog dynos are the world's most advanced chassis dyno. Owned and assembled right here in Australia, they set the standard for 21st century technology and accuracy. They're known as the No Fudge dyno. Mainline Dynalog is the official dyno supplier and operator for the Auto Salon National Power Championship, used for its accuracy, repeatability and consistency. With over 500 logging channels available and advanced software, compiling and analysing data is a breeze. They can also plug in to many leading aftermarket ECUs for further diagnostic and logging options. High quality deep knurled rollers along with tie-down hoops give unrivaled traction. Real world testing has seen well over 1,000 horsepower at the wheels. No fuss, no sweat. So no matter what you put into your car, Mainline will make sure you get the most out. As the modified scene continues to grow, it was only a matter of time before creativity and vision began to break the mould and rewrite the rules when it came to styling. Not bound by any formula, Jason set out to create the ultimate Cali cruiser, but using a Japanese car.
Hi, my name's Jason, 22, from the Gold Coast, owner of Pyro Trim Technology. This is my 94 Honda Accord VTI. I went for a Honda Accord because I liked the shape at the time and I already had a lot of ideas of the direction I wanted to take with the car. First ideas I had with the car generally wasn't to go too crazy and take it off the road. It was more just to make it a nice daily street car that turn a few heads here and there.
One of the main focus points of the build was visual impact. A Cali-style two-tone hue comprising of PPG maroon and frost prismatique paint gives the car an eye-catching contrast.
I chose the Prismatech effect on the car just because I wanted something loud that grabbed people's attention, and the step to go for a rainbow sparkle effect in the paint was a good choice just because it sort of grabs you from wherever you look at the car in the daylight. It was loud, it was obnoxious, it was in your face. That's exactly what I wanted for the car.
With this car, chrome is the only way to roll, and BSA 20s fit the bill perfectly. To be a real lowrider, you need to be bagged. Jason went one further than an airbag system and went for a Blowjacks nitro setup, which means there's always pressure on standby to slam the Accord on the deck. If that's not cool enough, check this out. In a car built for cruising and turning heads, power's not as important, but Jason wanted the engine bay to look as good as the rest of the car, so he dressed up the 2.2 litre VTEC with a host of chrome, braid, and a new intake pipe and pod filter. The flow from the outside carries right on through to the inside, with a completely customised, crazy interior.
In 2002, I finished high school. Wasn't really sure which trade I wanted to get into. Finally settled with motor trimming, so I'm qualified now, run my own business on the coast, doing custom car interiors, boat upholstery, all that sort of thing.
The entire interior, including the Monza bucket seats and the false floors, were retrimmed in red leather and red and chrome suede. Jason embossed the Pyro logo in the dash and wheel and installed a bunch of LEDs into the cabin. The Skull gear knob is a cool touch. An Alpine double DIN head unit powers the Response precision 6-inch Kevlar speakers, and there's a 7-inch screen in the glove compartment. Look in the back and the custom sub box is certainly in your face and in the passenger's ears with 4 10-inch Response subs.
I generally use the car as a sort of promotional vehicle now rather than anything else. When I meet a new customer, I generally go out for a quote, check out their vehicle, and I take mine along just to show them different aspects of trimming that I can offer them. My car's sort of got bits of everything that people want. I can basically offer like any sort of automotive reupholstery that you're after.
The boot has also been overhauled. The false floor housing the amps and 7-inch TV screen have all been retrimmed to match the cabin. You can't miss the monstrous nitrogen bottle that powers the air suspension. On paper, it seems an unlikely combo, but through vision and attention to detail, this Accord breaks the mould. Toyo tyres are a leader in the sports compact car industry. They pride themselves on performance, quality, and value. They have a tyre range to suit all car enthusiasts. Toyo are big supporters of the sports compact car scene in Australia. They're the naming rights sponsor of the Sports Compact Drag Racing Series and the Drift Australia Championship Series. Team Toyo was created to help support some of Australia's top race teams and drivers, including Adam Truella and the Slide Effects Drift Team, Corporal Christian Pickering in the CTS 180SX, GT Auto Sound's Mental R34, Denzo the Great, Danny Vahumis from JMS, Australia's only pro-female drifter, Drift Cat, Danny Keneally from ADD Racing, and James Vahumis at D1 Garage. For more information on the Toyo range and dealer locations, head to toyo.com.au.
By signing up to the Hot Fours newsletter, you'll be ahead of the pack when it comes to the latest news, event info, what's on the forums, and a sneak preview of what's in the next issue. It's easy to sign up. Just head to www.hotfours.com and follow the links to the newsletter page. There you can tell us a little more about yourself, and when you hit the submit button, you've instantly put yourself in the running to win great prizes each and every month. Go on, what are you waiting for?
Loz's car seems like a bit of competition for your car.
Hey, there's nothing like a bit of friendly competition.
Speaking of competition, how's Power Cruise 10?
The friendly rivalry between the V8 muscle cars and the imports continued and was a heap of fun. Once again, Power Cruise rocked.
Then we take a look at a car that showcases the clean, tough modifying style that's becoming more and more popular.
The Power Cruise phenomenon continues to grow in size and popularity, and the 10th running of the event held at Queensland Raceway was no exception. Over the 3 days, there is plenty for drivers to do and spectators to see. The Power Cruise sessions are what the whole event is based on, and with 2 3-hour sessions per day, there's plenty of track time for everyone. It's the perfect chance to have some fun in your car with some mates, and there's plenty of grudge match racing. The Power Skids are a Power Cruise institution. The whole idea is to perform a rolling burnout for the longest distance possible without using the brakes. Most people think Power Skids are only for V8s, but at Power Cruise 10, a host of tough imports proved otherwise. Peter was there with his I'm Chaos R32 Skyline, sporting an even bigger setup than during his ignition feature, and ripping out some monster skids. The pits held the show and shine. Jason's stun new WRX took out an array of trophies in the street car class. He then went out on track during the hour of power to show that his car ain't no show pony. With a straight cut dog box, big turbo and nitrous, he put many big V8s to shame with over 300 kilowatts at the wheels. The off-street racing sees some very interesting matchups. The imports and the V8s battled hard all weekend. The finals saw Steve's mental Datsun 1200 Ute and Theo Woolett's on-edge R32 GTR take down an array of big V8s to go head-to-head, with Theo taking the win. The tough competition continued in the dyno cell all weekend. At the finals, Ben's RX2 took the win in the rotor class with 383 horsepower at the wheels. Kane's S14 took the 4-cylinder category with a strong 375 horsepower. And Theo Woolett flew the import flag high, taking the win in not just the 6-cylinder class, but highest outright for the weekend, with over 700 horsepower from his R32 GTR.
723 for a 1 horsepower, folks.
Some extra on-track entertainment was provided by a couple of monster trucks and Mad Ron's jet truck. Power Cruise wouldn't be complete without hot girls and some drifting. Check out model material for all the action. The drifters were broken into 2 groups, the demo drivers and the competitors. The demo drivers put on some wild displays for the crowd, with as many as 10 cars drifting together at once. We jumped on board with Darren Muse in his S14 for a wild ride. Tony Harrison's VN Commodore was back, sporting a whole new look and engine setup. He wowed the crowds with his famous 360s. The crowd got to see what top-level drifting is all about. Saturday saw the practice drift sessions, while Sunday saw the competition. A wide range of cars and skill levels hit the track. Many old and new school V8s gave it a go, with mixed but entertaining results. Danny Keneally from Hog's Breath Cafe and Team Toyo took out the competition, with Mumbles in the Chaser coming second and Rob White in the Nismo and Motul Australia backed 350Z coming third. So much action, Power Cruise 10 was one of the wildest yet. find out when Power Cruise will be hitting your state, hit the website powercruise.net.
Isotta has been manufacturing unique automotive accessories since the late 1980s and have continually introduced the highest quality products with innovative design. In 2007, Isotta partnered with Swarovski crystals to form the Urban Glow range. First, made in Italy. The elegance of pure, clean Swarovski crystals. Visit primal.net.au.
Meet Clay, an 18-year-old modified car enthusiast who has just received his license and the keys to a Lancer. He is about to purchase his first mod.
Yeah, mate, you can't go wrong with Wayland blowers.
Do you see what's happening here? Clay has no idea what he's doing. Before you buy that blow-up valve for your naturally aspirated vehicle, log on to motoractive.com.au and do your research from the start. Save time, money, and above all, heartbreak. Just ask any true modifier.
The modifying scene goes through stages. What's hot one day will be old news the next. Following trends is a lot easier than setting them, and staying ahead of the pack is another thing altogether. The evolution of this car is staggering. From its original modified state that screamed boy racer, with its Fast and the Furious style graphics and colours, to its now sleek, subtle and understated street look.
Hi, my name's Fu, I'm 31. I live in Adelaide and I drive a 34. I bought my 34 about 4.5 years ago. It was the first one registered on the road. There was about 4 around. It was stock as a rock, and yeah, I've worked on it ever since. When I first got it, the thing it was the Too Fast Too Furious sort of look. I had all graphics on it. It made it fast, looked race and Jap style. The car, the way it is now, I've changed it this way because of the fact that times have changed. Graphics are sort of on its way out, but now the sleek, nice lines of the car with solid colours just makes it look a lot smoother.
The contrasting lines of the Panda paint job are a true JDM styling cue, and the kit is a genuine East Bear item from Japan. The custom carbon bonnet, eyelids and LED taillights are a nice touch, and to ensure lifelong lustre, the paint is protected by the same system that keeps Boeing's jets immaculate under stratospheric strain. The 20-inch Koya inox rims keep it street and give the car some class. At night time, the car stands out even further with a host of neon lighting.
Obviously, as I've had the car for a little while now and I'm getting older, I find it making it look nice and clean. It makes me feel a little bit happier just driving the car rather than just stand out with all the stickers and stuff. I find I still get a lot of attention because it's so clean and so slick looking, but I do miss the graphics back in the old days.
Check out the interior. The factory gauge holder has been fitted out with Greddy items, and the plastics have been painted chameleon. There's a host of autometer and Apexi electronics and a pair of Isotta seats. The in-car entertainment is controlled by an Alpine touchscreen DVD player, which sends the signals to DLS splits up front and DLS amps and a sub in the boot.
pulling triggers, gripping nines, just as tired as the rhymes that you're digging. Piggy, wanna get it, pretend it's a gimmick. Get your wig, split it up like your funds when we finish.
Like the exterior, under the hood, the right mods are used for the most amount of impact. A Trust TD06 turbo kit was installed for the balance between power and response. The external wastegate and blower valve are plumbed back to keep things legal, and the Trust exhaust with a Pexi muffler used as a baffle to keep things quiet and avoid unwanted attention. Fuel demands are met with a Bosch pump, 870cc injectors and a SARD reg, while electronics are handled with a Z32 airflow meter, a Pexi Power FC computer and a Greddy Profec B boost controller. The combo makes an easy 300 kilowatts at the wheels, perfect for cruising the streets of Adelaide.
As I've had the car for a while now, it was made to be a daily, but now it's more of a street sleeper and a little bit of show every now and then. But with the police, you gotta cut back a little bit. I've worked in the car audio and also modification industry for a while. It comes in handy for the fact that I can get hold of parts, I can do it my car myself. It just makes it a lot easier to modify a car.
Transferring the power is an Exedy twin plate clutch, and the brakes have been upgraded with a CSC big brake kit with endless pads. Keeping the car on track are Greddy coilovers and strut brace along with white line sway bars.
I've done a bit of work on myself. I'm a bit of a handyman, but not qualified to do a lot of things, obviously. I've supervised in all the modifications done to it, and it's done to my standards and my specs, and I'm really happy with it at the moment, so I love it. But I may get rid of it down the track and do up another car as a cruiser, but for now, maybe a new paint job on it or a new custom interior. We'll just see how it goes.
Australia's best-known airbrushing specialist, Advanced Airbrush, are forging new ground in the world of custom finishes. Multi-award-winning airbrush guru Wayne Harrison has expanded his operation to include a new showroom and spray booth facility, so you can now get the full custom pearl, flake and chameleon paint jobs, as well as graphics and murals. Advanced Airbrush has also introduced a series of airbrushing courses in New South Wales, Queensland and Western Australia. Now, along with world-class airbrushing, Advanced Airbrush can also supply you with all the materials you need to perform your own airbrushing works of art, such as Iwata airbrushing products, House of Colour kits and custom stencils, along with the skills and techniques required to airbrush to a professional standard. For more on Advanced Airbrush, hit the website at airbrush.com.au.
さあサドンデスに入った1本目はどうでしょうか。これで決着がつくのかどうか。さあ今度は川端食い込む。これです出た。これで OK。 さあ今度はどういうことになりますか。川端が見えてきてぴったりと斉藤だがうわークラッシュ。うわーものすごいクラッシュ。
Hell yeah. We've got some more Power Cruise action later on as we do a special feature on Theo Willett and his Castrol-sponsored R32 GTR.
Well, we'll keep quiet about that for now, but we do get to see the hot babes from Power Cruise in model material.
Then we check out a unique and standout RX-7 along with its owner who proves that age is no boundary in the modified car scene.
For this month's model material, we give you twice the action from Power Cruise 10 as we check out the girls of Miss Power Cruise and the Bikini Fashion Show. the heat from the track carried over to the stage for what turned out to be some sizzling competition. After much deliberation, the judges awarded the title to Alina Leal. Enjoying a long-standing reputation for quality work and professional service, Platinum Car Audio and Interior's experienced staff consistently produce some of Australia's most highly awarded show cars. Platinum can turn daily drivers into complete showstoppers, and they carry all the leading brands. Platinum Car Audio and Interiors are the ultimate choice, whether you're after a simple head unit upgrade or a complete interior retrim and custom audio fit-out. With packages to suit any budget, including leather retrims from as little as $2,200 or complete audio upgrade packages from only $1,000. To find out more, visit platinumcai.com.au. Desire is a peculiar thing, to be drawn to something with an almost irrational attraction. It has the power to govern our thoughts, destroy our reason, and haunt our dreams. Desire is not bound by creed, nor colour, and at 50 years old, definitely not age.
Hi, my name's Martin, I'm 50 years old, and this is my bat car, the RX-7. It all started when I was in Fast and Furious. I was drawn to the RX-7, just the style, the body lines, I fell in love with them. The attention, gets plenty of attention. It's a real big head turner. I get a lot of attention from the police, but they only look and maybe they see a mature gentleman driving the car. They say, okay, you know, he must be right.
Truer words have never been spoken, as the RX-7 is a popular base for modifying the world over. With its stylish but aggressive styling and limitless potential of its 13B turbo engine. On the surface, it appears that Generation Y could learn a thing or two about styling from Martin. A hot rod-inspired two-tone paint job, highlighted with a gold accent, follows the curves of the G-Force body kit. A custom-vented bonnet and halo headlights, along with 19-inch Star Corp rims, are the finishing touches. It's hard to imagine a better combination. While the exterior is wild, the interior might be a better reflection of Martin's vintage, with plush black, Batman-themed Italian leather that gives sophistication to the beast. With styling and comfort in check, Martin's focus shifted to making serious horsepower, which comes easy with a Turbonetics T66 turbo. It sits on a custom exhaust manifold and dumps into a 3-inch stainless steel exhaust system. To keep the engine healthy and happy, an aftermarket front-mounted intercooler and Microtech LTX8 computer were fitted. To ensure a good mix, 1100cc injectors are fed by a SARD fuel pressure regulator. This combination sees a safe and easy 320 horsepower on an internally stock engine and automatic transmission.
It does build the adrenaline, it gets you pumping, and you know that you're alive.
Sometimes all a new school car needs is some old school influence to stand out in the crowd. Exquisite customs, from custom body modifications, airbrushing, paint and panel, to full custom interiors and complete audio installs, to suspension, wheels and tyres. Australia's first and only one-stop shop for all your customisation needs. www.xcustoms.com.au.
Right now, when you purchase a 10-issue subscription to Hot 4's magazine for only $89.50, you'll also receive a 5-issue subscription to High Performance Imports worth $49.75 absolutely free. To take up this great deal, or to check out our other special subscription offers, including further discounts and awesome free gifts, log in and head to www.hot4s.com.
The RX-7 was pretty hot, but I have to say this Lamborghini is a little bit more me. And you do know what it's time for now, don't you?
It's drifting time. Coming up, it's round 2 of the Toyota New South Wales Drift Series, which was held at Oran Park's Driftland, the home of drifting.
Then for hotspots, we hung out with our friends from Bell Garage for one of their dyno nights.
Round 2 of the Toyota New South Wales Drift Series hit Oran Park's Driftland for some more hardcore drifting action. The Toyota New South Wales Drift Series provides a chance for up-and-coming drifters to mix it with Australia's best. There was plenty of experienced drifters to learn from, including Nathan Wiesel in the Gators Forenza R32 Skyline, Michael Truscott in the Phillips Performance Lighting S13, Chris the Pirate Easton in the Just Jap R31 Skyline.
I'm here with Captain Chris Easton. I've heard you've been promoted now that you're, officially the Pirate Drifter.
Oh yeah, I've earned my wings, I suppose, you could say, yeah.
Well, it looks like you're marking your territory now. I've heard you're a bit of an animal on this track. You're going to see the crazy man return or what?
Too right, yeah, I'm keen. I just want to get out and do some really good drifting today, put on a damn good show for the crowd.
Eugene Aronson in the Sabre Nankang 180 SX.
All right, you're down here for the New South Wales Drift Round?
Yeah, sure.
You stepped up, so what's the car like this time? I heard you had a couple of dramas with the turbo, things like that. Is everything sorted? What's happening?
Yeah, we did. We had a lot of issues up in Queensland, but everything's all sorted out now, and fingers crossed, it should go quite well.
Have you had much experience on this track? Or?
No, I haven't. We've done one day here before, but that's about it. So it's a tight track, so it's going to be interesting.
Local well-known drifters Josh James, Matthew Porter and Anthony Hectic Billick were also on track, ripping it up. The morning session saw practice and qualifying. The experience of the drivers started to shine through, but many drivers improved their skills over the day, taking a leaf out of the DA drivers' books. After lunch, the battles began and the boys were separated from the men. Some different skill level combinations saw some interesting battles, but the drifting action was hard and fast. In the end, the Drift Australia boys filled up the top spots, with Chris Easton, Josh James, Eugene Aronson and Nathan Wiesel filling out the top 4. Chris Easton was on a mission, but a small mistake cost him a shot at the finals and he had to settle for third after defeating Nathan Wiesel. Eugene Aronson battled Josh James in the finals, whose S13 was being driven beyond its limits. In the end, Eugene Aronson took the win with a welcome return to form. Nathan Wiesel leads the Toyo New South Wales Drift Series after 2 top 4 finishes, with Eugene moving into second and Michael Truscott holding on to third.
Since the early 90s, Australian-owned company EMS has been providing tuners, enthusiasts and modifiers with seamless solutions for aftermarket engine management needs. EMS designs and manufactures their ECUs right here in Australia. All ECUs are individually tested before being distributed to markets in Australia, Japan, Europe, the United States and many other countries. EMS's ECUs are used in all forms of motorsport for their many features, high performance and reliability. There's an EMS solution for every application, offering max power, optimum performance and ECU reliability for your ride. There's also authorised dealers in every state that offer full tuning, support and upgrades for any EMS products. For more information on EMS systems and other quality EMS products, including the AIM Digital Dash range and data loggers, visit fuelinjection.com.
For more drifting action from round 2 of the Toyo New South Wales Drift Series, head to the events section in Ignition X. For this edition's Hotspots, we decided to hang out with our friends from Bell Garage at one of their regular dyno nights. The nights have a relaxed, friendly atmosphere and give car enthusiasts somewhere to hang out away from the public eye. The stress of no police crashing the party means everyone can relax and enjoy their cars.
Oh, we found a familiar face. Jamie, man, what's up?
Nothing, man. Just here at Bill, helping out and stuff.
Helping out?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Seriously?
I heard you were cooking the barbecue.
I was meant to, but I've delegated to other people, as you can see, so it's on me. It's on me.
You just want to socialise and mingle, don't you?
A bit of that too, yeah.
No, your car's not here, man. Tell us what happened.
It's actually sold now, man. It's gone somewhere in Melbourne, so it's Gonski's.
You know this feature doesn't come out for like 3 months, so there's a bit of lead time there. So now you can tell me what's the next car.
Can't, man. You're gonna have to wait.
You've already had that hardcore JDM title bestowed upon you about 80 times in our DVD, so you must continue that trend. What car is it? Hint. It's still a Nissan, isn't it?
Could be.
To give people something to look at between runs, the guys from Bell Garage have got plenty of demo and customers cars on display, including their new turbocharged S2000, Fung's S15, and his new car, this R34 GTR V-Spec. There was a big mix of Japanese cars there. NA front-wheel drive Hondas through to the Skylines and Silvias. Put your car on or what?
Yeah, I did actually.
You don't look... Come on, what's that look on your face? I gotta decide. You want me to ask you, don't you? What power did it make?
512 at the wheels.
No. What did it really make?
All right, 460.
Keep going.
Down. 430.
Down.
And the 3 guesses are up, man. I'll give up.
Going.
Give up. Non-applicable.
This fully built SR20 equipped 180SX stole the show with well over 400 horsepower. Not bad for a 2-litre 4-banger. To keep up to date with upcoming dyno nights at Bell Garage, check out their website, bellgarage.com.au.
Want to pimp your ride? Then visit Australia's original masters of pimp, Aussie Tyres. We have Australia's best selection of luxury and race wheels. For more information and store locations, check out aussietyres.com.au or ring 1300 699 699.
Yo, what up, man? It's your boy Big Dane. For the best rims and tires in Australia, make sure you see Aussie Tyres.
For an update on Project 200, head to the Tech Talk section in Ignition X.
This edition's going pretty good.
Hey, it's not over yet though. We've still got 2 big turbo monster-powered feature cars left to go.
And first up is Joe's killer Evo 9 Lancer.
And then we follow Theo Willett and his on-edge GTR at Power Cruise 10 as he annihilates everything in his path. Now before we check out one of the best Evo 9s around, I thought we should take a look at the new Evo 10 here at the Mitsubishi stand at the Sydney Motor Show. Now the guys from Mitsubishi Australia were kind enough to let us have a private look over the car before the general public came in. We even got a look underneath as well. Now we're bringing you the full lowdown in our next issue when we in our Sydney Motor Show feature. But as soon as a press car becomes available, we're going to be doing a full product review, so stay tuned for that. What did you think of it, mate?
Yeah, I like it.
So you drive on?
Yeah, for sure. But let's see what a few of the other people think about
Let's do it.
Cool. So what do we think of the new Evolution Lancer?
Very stylish. That colour's pretty nice and it just looks mean.
What about this one compared to the old one?
Oh, this is more contemporary style, you'd have to say.
Are you more into the comfort and the style or the performance?
Less so the performance. Both, looks and performance.
What do you like most about it?
How smooth it looks, just clean. Look at it, looks like it wants to eat the floor.
It's brilliant. Yeah. Never seen nothing better.
Yeah, on looks alone, yeah, it's awesome.
Well, it's a whole new look and feel for the Evo 10, but it does take the Evo into the future, and I like it. But I just want to drive one.
Well, you're not taking it without me.
all right. It's time to unleash some big horsepower as we save the crazy action for the grand finale. And by the way, Theo, you're insane.
In nature, when an animal evolves, it sheds the defects of previous generations. It adapts and improves to near perfection. Built for one reason: function. Built for one purpose: precision. Built for one goal: domination. Welcome to the Evo Evolved. Relentless, unstoppable and brutal. A beast. A combination of elegance and aggression. The less is more approach makes this Evo the king of the urban jungle.
Hi, I'm Joe. I'm a car importer and this is my Evo 9.
The exterior is a balancing act. The vibrant factory yellow is offset with a host of Rally Art carbon fibre add-ons and a full carbon fibre bonnet. The rims may be R34 GTR items, but they were chosen due to their width and incredible lightweight. On the inside, Joe has added Defi gauges and a Rally Art shift knob to improve the factory kit. Joe was happy with the Mitsubishi sound system, but added a 7-inch Kenwood in-dash TV to keep him entertained when lining up at the drags.
Two distinct states of modifications are, the first one was I retained the standard engine and standard turbo. I had an exhaust, turbo back exhaust, air filter, boost controller, computer, and also cams. I was chasing more power, and to gain more power I had to start somewhere, like start building an engine, but I thought if I'm going to build an engine, might as well do it properly instead of going half-hearted.
Pop the hood and it's all business. A Garrett GT35 Turbo was a worthy successor to the stock turbo. It sits on a stainless manifold and vents into a custom 3-inch dump pipe with a 4-inch truss titanium cat back. Boost is handled by a TurboSmart 48mm wastegate and HKS EVC4. Forged internals along with Jun cam gears and 272-degree cam shafts make for a high revving and strong engine. When big power is a priority, so is efficient cooling and fueling. A thick PWR intercooler keeps temps down, while a Bosch pump with a 2-litre surge tank and 1000cc Rochester injectors keep the fuel flowing. The V&E Rigoli-tuned EMS 8860 computer endows the Evo with 320 kilowatts at all 4 wheels on pump gas. And some race fuel sees that climb to 348 kilowatts. Try keeping up with that on the street.
The dramas that I've experienced with this car are mainly transfer case issues, which is the front diff. I've had a couple of rear diffs break. Now I'm up to, I think, about my 3rd or 4th gearbox, just driveline mainly.
The factory 6-speed is still in place, but the transfer case and rear diff were modified for extra strength, and a custom brass button clutch transfers the power. Incredible handling is part of the Evo's cult classic status, but Joe took it one step further and installed Teen Super Street coilovers to give the Evo the flexibility to be easily set up for the street or strip. Braking was upgraded with DBA rotors and braided lines.
I just like the car from the beginning to the end of it. I like the car all over. It's an awesome package. My favourite is the power and the way it pulls away. But it's an awesome car. I like every bit about it.
Teeth and claws ready, this Evo is certainly built for the kill.
When you hit the web, www.hot4s.com is the place to be. Sit down, log in and hang on, because the Hot4s website is full on. Where else can you read your favourite articles, watch awesome videos, download top quality images and hang out with a ton of like-minded car fanatics? There's info about upcoming events, the latest news, regularly updated feature cars and girls, a forum packed full of info, and our latest edition, Respect, a place where your ride gets featured for everyone to see. You can also subscribe to the magazine or sign up to receive the Hot4s newsletter, which puts you in the running to win awesome prizes. The Hot4s website is like a 20B turbo drag car. If you look away, you'll miss out.
Blow your seat. Maximum Bass returns with the hottest hip-hop, hyphy and electro hits from Chameleon, Chingy, Akon, Mims, Armin van Helden and more. Maximum Bass 4 out now.
They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling and trying to catch me riding dirty, 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 trying to catch me riding dirty.
Walk it out, now 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 west side walk it out, now south side walk it out, east side walk it out, north side walk it out. Okay.
Smack that all on the floor. Smack that, give me some more. Smack that till you get sore. Smack that, oh. Smack that all on the floor. Smack that, give me some more. Smack that till you get sore. Smack that, oh.
A rebel looking for a place to be, so let's kick and push.
Blow your seat. Maximum Bass returns with the hottest hip-hop, hyphy and electro hits from Chameleon, Chingy, Akon, Mims, Armin van Helden and more. Maximum Bass 4 out now.
For the full insight into extreme drift clutches, hit the product reviews button in Ignition X. You asked for it, so here it is. The definitive Nissan Silvia collection. Loaded to the brim with the finest S13, S14 and S15 200SXs in the country, the Silvia collection also features rarities like the Variator convertible, as well as a technical insight into the model differences. This dynamic compilation covers all styles of Silvia, from street and show to drag and drift. Mandatory viewing for all Silvia freaks. Available at newsagents and specialty automotive outlets.
The motto is the Power Cruise rocks. Well, at Power Cruise 10, one car rocked the whole show. Theo Willett's Castrol-sponsored On Edge R32 GTR. After seeing all the action on Saturday, Theo Willett decided to bring his R32 Skyline GTR down to Power Cruise and put on a show. and put on a damn good show he did. Theo hit the track for the first Power Cruise session to have a couple of runs and a bit of a power skid practice. He then hit the dyno to lay down some numbers. Since our last feature, Theo has repainted the car gold and applied the new Castrol Edge graphics. He's added a new rear wing, a hypertuned plenum and throttle body. When choosing a new turbo, Theo had one custom made, so it's basically the largest item it could fit between the engine and the wheel arch. The Garrett item is rated over 1100 horsepower. With Mickey Thompson ET Streets under the guards, the car has now run into the high 8s. On the dyno, Theo pumped out an easy 723 horsepower, easily putting him into the lead of the dyno comp. Theo then hit the track for the power skids. The power skids are usually the realm of V8s, but Theo proved otherwise, skidding the entire main straight. We then helped tee up a side-by-side exhibition power skid run with Gup's Turbo Big Block HQ that pumps out over 1200 horsepower. V8 muscle and Turbo Jap power side by side. Theo picked up that much speed that he only just made turn 1. It was then time for the off-street racing. Theo kept the Federal street tyres under the guards to give the opposition a chance. The tyre-frying launches were entertaining and he had no problem beating all oncomers. Theo lined up this mental Dado ute in the finals and took the win. If that wasn't enough, an exhibition race was then organised against Ben and Victor Bray's Castrol-sponsored burnout cars. They may be built for burnouts, but they're mentally quick. Theo then celebrated in style. His day still wasn't over though, as it was back to the dyno cell to compete in the finals.
All right, here with Theo Willett with the On-Edge GDR, mate. You don't even get a chance to cool down and you're back here in the dyno.
Yeah, we gave it a 10-minute break. We had to put some new tyres on.
Theo then took the win in the 6-cylinder class and was the most powerful car of the weekend. He came, he saw, he conquered. Theo Willett certainly pushed it to the edge.
What a way to finish.
Theo certainly likes to put on a good show, and we'll be following his progress as he pushes deeper into the 8-second zone.
Now don't forget to head to the Ignition X section to check out the latest product reviews, car projects and extra event highlights.
I hope you enjoyed our 25th edition.
It's been a bit of a milestone, hasn't it?
Yeah, before you know it, we'll be at edition 50. But don't worry, we've got plenty of new content and surprises lined up for all you Ignition fans out there.
See you next time.